Today we're going to introduce our new NORCHAR Hub website. One of the biggest differences with this new website is the fact that it is mobile friendly. So you'll be able to use it on all of your platforms, including your phones and also your tablets. So, and then obviously on a computer like you always have. So first off, it's in the same location it's always been. You just type in at the browser header norcharhub.com. You don't need to worry about the rest of that. They'll just autofill when you type that in. It's going to bring you into a login screen that's going to look just like this. You're going to either put in your email address, that needs to be your NORCHAR email address, or you can put in your username that you used to use when you logged into the old NORCHAR Hub. The first time you log in, you're going to use your social security number without any dashes. So just the numbers. You're going to type in your social security number and you're going to log in. You might uncheck the remember me button for the first time if you're going to change your password. If you're just going to leave it your social security number, then go ahead and leave that box checked. If you ever get locked out or forget your password, you can also use this new link here to retrieve your password and set up a new password. It'll send an email to your NORCHAR email account and ask you to reset your password. So once you got your username and your password in, you're going to click the login button and you'll see the dashboard is semi-similar. A few differences is the shopping is all done up here now. So you're going to click this button to go to any shopping. And just to show you that real quick, come over here. We have 3 categories: merchandise, signs, and stationery. This used to be called swag. It's the same stuff in there. And just to show you real quick how it works, we go here, and let's say you wanted to get one of these gray shirts. You click there, and then you would choose the size. And you can see there's 9 in stock. We would add a couple and add them to the cart. And the checkout process is very similar. You're just going to go up to your cart and go ahead and proceed to checkout down here. So that's shopping. It's pretty user friendly. If you've ever used the internet, I'm sure you're very familiar with that. Our home button brings us to a home screen. It's kind of a dashboard where everything lives. You can also click this NORCHAR Hub in the corner here, and it will bring you back to the desktop as well. So down here we have a scrolling of some of our blogs. We'll be continuing to add new content here. This is where like all the newest, freshest stuff is going to live, or just kind of as something for your eye to see. Those are also, all of these are going to be under news. So news is a new feature. With news, it's going to have all of our blogs. So we're going to have 2 living blogs that are going to basically live forever. The welcome to the team, the general board. So on the general board, you'll ask questions. I'll show you where that is in a second. And then questions and answers. These are all real estate related questions only, please. It will be a living post board so that you can ask questions and we can answer them and people can search their content in the future. Our mastermind group sound recordings will also be on here. And you can see we have 2 of them already. And then when we do have great little blog posts, we're going to use this system right here to do that. Some really cool new features that we're going to have on here is if you go into one of these blog posts like this one per se, we do have the ability to vote up and vote down the best content. So what we're doing is we're creating a post and then we're going in and we're adding content to try to get your opinions on what you guys think is the best content. So as yourself and new agents go through this, they can read the top 4 or 5 comments and see, oh, these are the best things. So for instance, this one is about great motivating one-liners to use with your clients. You can see I already came in and clicked this one up. But now I clicked it as, well, maybe I was myself there. Yeah, because it's yellow. But so let's look at another one. Just trying to find one that I actually do like versus one that I think is stupid. Maybe this one. A disappointed client just letting them know the process, it is a process. So I'm going to go ahead and say I also like that one. So the cool thing is now you can see that that one was buried pretty far down, but this one was at the top. If I come up here and I refresh the page, you're going to see that that one is going to move up to the top. So whatever ones are voted the best are going to be at the very top of the screen. And as these votes continue to build, and obviously if I was another person and I negative brought this down, it might bring it below the other one. So please use that, but don't like everything because that defeats the whole purpose. Go ahead and like the stuff that you think is really, truly good content, and don't like the stuff that you don't think is good. Also, you can like the actual post itself. So if you think this is a pretty good post and you really enjoy it, you can go ahead and like it here. We can also do comments. So like if you want to put a comment in on, let's say, this particular piece here, you can go to this reply button and we can write something like, I use something very similar to this, and then you can hit post comment. Or you could say, I use something similar, however, I say this in place of that. It just helps build on what we got going on here. Also, if you want to add an additional, let's say, and you can see here we're asking you to do that. If you go to the very bottom, you can add another actual saying that might not be relevant to disappointed client in process. It's a process. You could actually go to the bottom and add a whole new thing you would like, what I like to say to my disappointed clients. Why is that not at the bottom here? It looks like we don't have that set. Oh, because I have this open right now. I'm sorry. So if I go back and refresh this again, now if I go to the very bottom, you'll see it lets me put a reply in here. So, you'd want to use the same type of format. So I might say for renter, and then I would write something I like to say to my renters, and then go ahead and click this, and it'll put your post up there, and it can be in the voting process as well. So once again, we want it to be interactive. If you guys don't do this, then it isn't interactive. So please take advantage of that. And that, once again, is the news section and how we're using it. And as you have more questions, please ask them. So that's all our news. We'll continue to add additional content. If there is a group that you want us to set up, like this one's a question and answer, obviously, this one's a general board. But if there's a certain thing like that you feel like you'd want to continually add posts to, let us know. We'll add that content as well. So let's go back to the home screen. So as we scroll down a little bit further, you're going to see that same resources tabs to all those great links that you had before. I just copied them all into here. Same stuff, nothing different. I did add, there was some broken links that I fixed, and I did add this building blocks. It's a pretty cool piece that we can actually talk about and try to kind of find things as a real estate agent. It might be helpful to your clients. And I can show you how to, I'm not going to talk about that now because that's not what this training's about. So as we continue down, this little block here is kind of a board that kind of keeps you updated of what's really going on. At other boards that we feel are really relevant, then we would have additional boards next to these. So you'd have general real estate questions, maybe another board that says inspirational quotes, or I don't know what it is, but you guys get it. So the general board, this puts the post or the most recent comments on that post right in front of our eyes. So you can see I just started us off to kind of give you a taste of how this works. You could see that NORCHAR originally said, please post general information here. And then I put the first post in here as myself. And it says, our newest agent, Evan, is interested in shadowing on evenings and weekends. I'm sorry. So basically, if you had maybe something you wanted to you had some opportunity for Evan, then you would come over here and click this general board right here. It's going to bring you back to that general board that's set up from the news links. And you would just come and either respond to that actual post. So you could come in here. Or, once again, you could drop at the bottom. I would encourage, if it's related to this post, to post under that post, obviously. I think that makes the most sense. So I could say, awesome, I have an open house on Sunday from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Please have perfect. So you can see, and all I do is hit post, and now that comment is going to become a part of the living document. You can see it's under that one. If I type something here, it will be separate from that content. I feel like you guys already know this, but you guys get it. Okay, so if we kind of scroll down, now you're going to see that new post here. Awesome. I have an open house on Sunday. So you can see this can be a living, breathing piece of our website. Same thing with real estate question and answer. You can see I started us off here again. How many attorneys are typically involved in a real estate transaction? And NORCHAR came in and answered, most transactions have 3 attorneys, blah, blah, blah. And you know, if you want to see additional information on this, maybe it gets cut off or whatnot, you can click here. And once again, it brings you into that live feed. Everybody love it? So now I go back home again. And 2 other little places, so that gets you through all this. Oh, and I'm sorry, on this sidebar, all of our recorded meetings, basically all of our meetings moving forward, we will record. We've had really great success with this. So we have the last 2 Emerald Mastermind Group recordings, the one on 10.7 as well as the one on 11.4. And basically you can listen to it right from here. You can see how it... This is the Mastermind NORCHAR Emerald. You guys get it. So, and the same thing here. You can listen right here. We are recording. So those are great places to keep up to date with meetings and everything else. The bottom piece here is our calendar. So this keeps up to date. This is a lot better than what we were using before because it's kept up on the website. We can also will add to it in the future where you can sign up for stuff and everything. I did put the Emerald Mastermind groups in here, but we'll be continuing to add additional resources here and information. If you have something that you want to promote, like you're having a broker's open, or you have an open house, that might even be great to put on here so that new agents can look here and go and meet you over there and help you out or shadow you. And then obviously we'll be doing more formalized training and such in this area as well. So, and you can move forward in months. You can see we can go to December. It gives us that next. And this is also really great on mobile. If you haven't seen it yet, it's really awesome on there. You can also pick the type of format that you want to look at this in. So you can see this is in month view. We can do it in list view as well. So we can see what events are coming up in a list view here, as you're seeing right now. It kind of gets rid of that calendar style. So hopefully you really love that as well. Another great place to get to that exact same thing is just to click this events link. So, and you can see that it's that calendar again. So it's just a cleaner version if you don't want to scroll all the way to the bottom. Last is the accounts page. So this is actually your account information. It basically will keep track of a bunch of stuff for you. First off, this is just the main screen, but you can go to the dashboard. We're at the dashboard. This will give you a breakdown of information as you start building on it, just so you know. Orders. You can see that I've done some practice orders here. I bought a sticker, I think. The first couple were canceled, but the last one I did actually order the sticker for $1, and you can see that went through. You can also look at downloads. This would be digital content that we might start sharing on here. We don't have any of that yet, so you will never have one of those until we add that digital content. Addresses. This will be your shipping address for your stuff. Obviously, we ship it right to your mailbox at the office, so there's not going to be a lot of shipping, but that's more for your credit card information when you're putting that in. Everything's done through PayPal, just like it's always been done, just so you know. So nothing changed there. I think you can actually just use your credit card now if you want, or you can use your PayPal account, either way. And then your account details. The reason I'm showing you this is because this is where you can actually change your password. So you have to put in your current password, which would be your social security number, and then you can put in your new password here and then click Save Changes, and it will update that for you as well. So what's last? Well, last is a search feature here. So if I wanted to search for some content on our site, I might say, I'm not sure if this is going to, yeah, so mastermind. So you can see I can look at all these masterminds. I can look at attorneys. Maybe not attorneys. I was hoping that that would show that content. Well, you guys get it. As this grows, it will get stronger and stronger with information. But this is live, ready to go. Let me know if you see any bugs, because obviously I just put this together. It hasn't been tested a whole lot. So if you come across anything that's not working as expected, please let me know. Also, please let me know of any additional content that you think would be relevant or helpful to this dashboard or this internal page. We're also looking for content for these additional slides here. So, if there's additional stuff you'd like to see there as well, please let us know. And we'll continue to add value to you guys. And I hope you're really excited about it. There was one other thing that in the news, Annie gave me the first one here. You can see the NORCHAR leads best practices. We only have one post there so far, but it is one about Alex, you can see. So it kind of scrolled down. And then here you can see NORCHAR Alex handoff. So a new qualified lead was just assigned to you. Call and say, I understand that you have had a conversation with my client care coordinator, Alex, and I wanted to follow up and introduce myself. So, and then we want to follow that up with the text as well. So you guys can see here, we're trying to share content and then make this available to new agents. So it's not just a one and done, it's a living document within our world. So please use the site. Please let me know if you have any questions, and have a great Saturday.